My name's Arthur Pitchforth. I've been involved with the University of Leeds for probably a couple of years now, with different meetings, all to do with sort of patient expertise, really. Although I don't think I'm such an expert, but I've had a lot of experience with it. So initially, I talked to the students that were coming into wound care and healthcare, just from a patient's point of view, just how we felt about things, and mostly pointed out that it's very important to remember that we've got to live with whatever they do to us, 24/7. It's not 20 minutes in the clinic and then we're all right. We've got to sleep with it and live with it all the time. And it's little things that help. You know, if you can make sure that they tell you what is happening and what a certain product does, and then you know what to expect. I think it's a good thing. From our point of view, we need people who are good at the job and bring out new ideas and new thoughts on how to do things. The time I've been a patient, which is quite a long time, I started with rheumatoid arthritis when I was 45, and I'm 70 now. But so I've had quite a lot of hospital experience, and I think it's the things have changed in that time, the treatments and the types of dressings for wound care, and the ideas that have come forward. It's changing all the time, and so somebody, you know, has to come up with the ideas and sow the seeds to develop things. Went across to Smith & Nephew, and they showed us quite a few products and their leaflets, and I think we had a bit of an input into the way they designed the leaflets, because from a patient point of view, they didn't tell you much, and they didn't explain it from our point of view. It just told you about a product. It was just sort of a sales leaflet on a product, rather than explaining why they had that product. And the other thing was, we got involved with some of their products that on the secret list, future developments, and we gave a viewpoint on that, and I think that looks quite exciting if that comes off. We didn't actually do anything to develop it, but we sort of gave them our idea of how useful it would be. They seemed very appreciative of the way we looked at the leaflets and things, and the new developments that they're doing. They seemed to appreciate our contribution to our thoughts about it. So they seemed to say it was a valued meeting, and which is pleasing, because sometimes you're not sure how much you're contributing. I think when they're developing something, they look at it purely as a mechanical thing, and they don't always look at how it works with a person. And I think we brought that point of view. One of the things we got involved with was something simple like compression stockings, and the idea that they give some young boffin sort of details of what they want, and the man goes away and then develops this and say, I've developed a compression stocking that gives you so much pressure, and we'll do this and that and the other. He might be 28, fit and able, and do mountain climbing and things like that. And then they go to a clinic and put it on an old age pensioner that's knees don't bend, his back's stiff, and say, take it off every night and put it on every morning, and to somebody who can't even put the socks on, so then you've got to develop a way of how to make it easier, or develop some way of doing it. I mean, there was one lady had to take her compression stockings off by putting the bed leg on the back of her stocking and pulling the leg out. So I mean, it's just simple things like that that might mean nothing on the big picture, but to individuals who have to live with it, it's very important. No, I've never been anything to do with the NHS industry or anything. It's just purely from a patient's point of view. I think most of it, the things that we sort of see are common sense. I don't think there's any design or expertise there. Well, not in my case anyway. It's been interesting, also from the point of view of meeting other people in the same position. You get ideas, something that you had a problem with, somebody's found a solution to, and it's simple things. It might be mechanical, it might be just a way of doing things and a way of handling something, and simple things like that can make a big difference to somebody if they're more comfortable, or just find something easier. I mean, you do find when you've got disabilities and you can't do things, you do find ways round of doing things, or gadgets that will help. And if you can pass that on to somebody who's having the same problem as you had, I think that's useful. It's not always the big things that make a big difference. If somebody's comfier because of something you've suggested, either from a dressing's point of view or from an application of something, if it's only 10% of the people benefit from it, that's an awful lot of people that will be better off from a simple idea. And I think that's it. I think you hope that big oak trees grow out of small acorns.